Why are people driving by? Don't they know I have a video to shoot? Hey guys, it's Cammy. This is my 2-month HRT update video. I'm here on the couch, but there's going to be at least as much stuff falling over in the background, at least 95% less yelling over last week's video. So, I do want to give you a little update, or if you're new here, thanks for coming by and being my friend, and if you're new here, you're going to need a little bit of a history update. My HRT journey started with just Spiro, just the testosterone blocker, which I did for about 2.5 months before I also started on estrogen. So now it's 2 months on estrogen and like 4.5 months on Spiro, whatever. 2 months HRT. I've noticed that a lot of what people talk about, if you've watched a lot of other HRT update videos, which I'm assuming you probably have, I know I did, a lot of what people talk about in the first and second months seem to come mostly from the Spiro. So a lot of what I've had going on now is, or what a lot of people would have going on by this point in time, is some of what I had 2 months ago. So it seems like going forward, or it seems like I'm about caught up. Going forward, I'm probably going to be on pace with a lot of other girls. So let's talk about, I'm going to talk about physical changes and some emotional changes. For physical stuff, I clearly do not pass as of yet. It will take some time to get there, I know that. Whatever. Anyway, the reason I say that is the last few times I've been out and about in public, I've been, I don't know, like I went to the grocery store just the other day and I felt like everyone was staring at me, but like not for the reasons that like I want people staring at me, you know, so it was one of those, oh God, don't stop looking at me type things. Of course, I understand. Oh, also, I'm commonly misgendered, and I understand that I still appear more masculine than I do feminine at this point, which, again, I understand, but it still sucks. My boobs don't really look like boobs. It's easy to mistake them for, like, developed pecs. Despite the nail polish and the jewelry, people still don't. Anyway, I don't blame it on the people that I encounter in the world. But it still sucks. You know what I mean? Anyway, so physical changes that I've been noticing. My skin has continued getting softer and fairer, I guess you could say. So there's some positives and negatives there, mostly positives. The positives are that while my skin is a lot softer, it feels a lot better. It's considerably less dry than it ever was before. It's also considerably less oily than it was before, which means that I used to have a wicked problem with a mild eczema and really bad acne, like real deep acne. It was awful. But that's almost completely gone. I haven't had any major eczema-related acne outbreaks in quite some time. I apologize for any sound outside. I wanted to shoot out here, despite the fact that there are big windows and we're getting road noise, because the office is just a mess. I'm still moving. Anyway, you don't care. Moving on. So the skin, one of the downsides is that with my skin so much fairer, all of my scars are a lot more pronounced. You can see them a lot better, which is partially the fair skin, but also the body hair, which is the next thing I want to talk about. My body hair has finally started thinning out. I'm still hairy like a donkey. I still have to shave my tits. Trans girls know what I'm talking about. So that hasn't really gone away, but it has started to finally be noticeable, especially in my arms. My face, there's still no change in my face, which Spiro and estrogen aren't supposed to do anything to facial hairs. So I'm still going to be doing the laser hair removal when I get the GoFundMe done. I'll talk about the GoFundMe at the end. However, with the quarantine on, I'm very much going out all like, who needs to shave? So that causes a lot less facial dysphoria to be able to do that. But that's temporary, hopefully, at least. My body has started changing in ways that I really, really like. I'll do like a side-by-side. Back when I started all this, I did just a quick little shot of this is what I look like right now, which I thought was kind of silly at the time. But now that I'm into it a little ways, I actually think it's a good idea because next time I do an HRT update video will be 6 months from the time that I started that, or since I did that thing and started this whole channel, whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna do, this is what I look like now, and we'll be able to look at it side by side. But, so, body changes right now. Body fat has been moving around in ways that I love. Rather than having boy fat right here, it's been moving here and here, which I'm very thankful for. I would much rather have these than this. My weight hasn't changed at all. I'm still right around the same weight, but I'm tall, so I don't know. I've also started getting some fat in here, which I am by no means chubby at all, but women tend to hold fat here where men don't, apparently, and so I'm getting some there, which again, I don't mind. I kind of like it. My face shape has continued to change a little bit. I'm not wearing any makeup. I considered putting some on, but then I was like, no, I kind of want to show what I look like naturally for the HRT update. Although I don't normally wear makeup in these, so I don't know why I made a special decision to not do what I normally don't do. Anyway, so all of these things have led to some very positive emotional changes. Now, with the quarantine on and whatever, life sucks, like really bad. So, I forgot to put my earrings back in. Hang on. Ding! Movie magic, for a thing you probably couldn't even notice nor cared about. Anyway, moving on. So, I used to have, I'm bipolar, so I have had a lot, I'm no stranger, I'm trying to figure out how to, words are my thing. They're not working right now. Anyway, so my mood's been better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I haven't had any deep depressions, like real deep depressions that were fairly common for me prior to all of this happening. And I think that's partially the estrogen and the T blockers. So my brain, I'm not going to get into the science of it. I'm not well versed enough to really tell you about the science of the hormone science in the brain of how trans thing, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but basically my brain is getting proper hormone reception in ways that it never has before, so I think that's helped considerably. Also, the body dysphoria that I had, the gender dysphoria, that was this kind of underlying subconscious feeling that something was dramatically wrong, like really wrong. And so that has gone away, or acknowledging that that exists has gotten a lot better. So I think that's helped. The fact that everyone around me, I gotta stop clapping when I'm out here, it's really loud. Anyway, so that and the fact that everyone around me has been very supportive, my mood overall has been dramatically better. Estrogen is supposed to make people really moody, which I haven't noticed that. If anything, I've been a lot calmer, a lot less prone to bipolar anger. So that hasn't really been a thing. Although, after last week's video, I wanted to make a meme that was me going, estrogen got me like, no, permanent fucking disabilities. Blind in one eye. A leg broken so you can't fucking walk correctly for the rest of your goddamn life for the simple crime of fucking existing. So that's a thing. Also, leaving behind social media the way I have, I feel has really helped my my mood. And I don't really have a whole lot else for updates. The 2-month update, I think we're going to see a lot more of these changes next time. I'm really excited. Come back and see me in a month for more updates on Mattel. I always forget how sensitive they are. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, so come see my next HRT update video for more about that. And we will, talk about some other things. There will be that really hurt. There will be other videos about some other topics in between then. If you dig what I have to say, then go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps out the channel, like a lot. If you find value in what I do, I welcome you to subscribe. I'm back here every 2 weeks, sometimes every 1 week, usually every 1 week these days, for more stuff about being trans. Like I mentioned up top, or towards the beginning, I am still running the GoFundMe to pay for my laser hair removal. So every time I do one of these videos, I put $20 of my own money into it. So if you have the money, and only if you have the money, go ahead and throw some money at that. And then when I hit the goal, I will get this removed. The hair, not the face. The face is going to stay. Speaking of money, I started a Patreon, so you can come check out you can go check that out. The links for both of those are going to be in the top line of the description and in the top line of the comments. A couple bucks a month will let you be part of this. It goes towards making these videos. It goes towards my other channel, as well as independent films that I will be making. All that's listed and talked about on the Patreon page. Feel free to check out any of my other videos if you liked it. I'm rambling at the end card a bit, whatever. There are videos here that have my face, down here, whatever. You know how YouTube works. I will see you guys next time. Bye.